Everyone, I have returned with not one, but 2 bags worth of VIZ media loot from Barnes & Noble, and some stuff that isn't even VIZ, because I couldn't help myself. I was so excited to see some of the titles. I've been out of the game for so long, so much stuff has come out, I haven't even looked at it. I haven't checked any of this stuff, no release dates, nothing, and I'm stoked to see some of this. So we've got, first and foremost, right? Dragon Ball Super Volume 3 now is where it gets good, you guys. I'm so excited to read this. This begins the Super Trunks, what the hell? Future Trunks arc. Dragon Ball Super Volume 3, so I'm hell excited for that. We got Anonymous Noise also, Volume 7 and 8. I had 1 through 6, and I've read those so far, and they are freaking good, and I would highly advise them. They're a little bit too cutesy, shoujo style, but I don't care. I mean, whatever. You gotta live a little, and then of course, right? And oh god, if you guys haven't checked this out yet, you've got to check this out. This is The Promised Neverland. Now, I've got volumes 1 already, and I read that, and it was glorious. This is gonna be the next big thing. This is gonna be, you know how like we had Bleach and Naruto and One Piece. It's gonna be Promised Neverland. It's gonna be My Hero Academia, and one other third thing. Might be One Punch Man. I don't want to sign off on that just yet. But we got Promised Neverland. This is Volume 2. This is Volume 3, and this is Volume 4 of the Promised Neverland. And I'm excited to be able to read a little bit more of it. For those of you who have read scans, shame on you, because you gotta learn how to be patient like the rest of everybody else, and I'm a patient person. I have not read scans. Now, one thing that was mentioned to me on Twitter, and I was annoyed by that, and it's more annoying to see in person, is that VIZ Media has changed their logo down at the bottom. Now, a couple things that annoys me. One is that it changed their logo. That's kind of dumb. But 2 is that, and it didn't just change it there, it changed it up front. So like, look at the Shonen Jump ball on top, it's a little bit smaller. And then something else is on the back. You've got that down here, and then you've got this down here. And it's just a little bit different. It doesn't look bad, it looks really freaking good. Number 2 thing is that they took my red. So like, I'd been rocking the red Andrew Tsundoku logo for a couple months, and then they took the exact same color of red. It's a standard red color, like. Anyway, that's not important, but they stole it from me. I feel like they stole it from me. We've got, of course, Platinum End. This is Volume 5. This is by the creators of Death Note, and this is also an amazing thing. It's not going to fit into the future Trinity, like I was saying before, because it is rated M. It's a regular Shonen Jump title, rated M. There's no plastic on these, which is a little bit weird, because I've seen way crazy stuff in this, and I've seen a lot more tame stuff in some of the other stuff that is rated M. But whatever, I don't make the ratings. And then we've got Bleach 72 and Bleach 73. Look at how dope Renji looks, right? He's so freaking cool looking. Now this is the one right before the end. Bleach has done 74 total. I think basically just to piss off Kishimoto, who does Naruto, because his shit ended at 72, and then he did one more as like a side story, and Bleach is doing 74, which is pretty funny, I think, at least. And then we've got Girl from the Other Side Volume 4. Now this is a crazy good manga from what I've read so far, and I actually haven't read Volume 3. I read 1 and 2, and it's really good. The art in it is super unique. Check that out if you can. I highly recommend that. Now, for the small bag, big bag. And typically I go in waves, and I like go and buy all of the larger stuff first, because that's 13 bucks, and then I'll get like buy 2 get 1 of those for free, and then I like drop it off at my house, and I come back the next day. I didn't care about that. I just freaking grabbed all of it. One fell swoop, got everything, which was not the best, like, to my advantage, but I didn't care. It's not worth it. And this is My Hero Academia. This is Volume 11, right? Yep. Volume 11, Volume 12, and Volume 13. And I have not read even half of how many that we've got. I am so far behind in this series. And I gotta catch up because I don't understand any of y'all's references. That's okay though. So that's there, right? Perfect. And then something that I'm actually super stoked about is Astra Lost in Space. I've also read the first one of these when I got that recently. Well, I say recently, it was like the beginning of the year. But there needs to be more space manga. There needs to be more space anime. Stuff that takes place in space. Not that has like, they fly through space and get someplace else. Like that's Cowboy Bebop. I need something that takes place in space. And I'm hoping that this is more space than planet hopping. I want something like Star Trek, but for manga or anime. I want something like that. There's titles out there. You got Planetus, you got Space Brothers, you got something else. Someone says Saturn Apartments, and I don't think Saturn Apartments counts. Maybe a little bit. Oh, and then you got Blue Exorcist. Blue Exorcist 19, and that catches me up with Blue Exorcist. So there's that. Pretty dope cover. Blue Exorcist has some awesome covers. Okay, so now we get into bigger stuff, which the cashier graciously put at the bottom. This is Fruits Basket Another, and again, not VIZ, but I didn't care because it's important that we finally get this translated here in the US. We got Ruby, which is VIZ, and I was a bit reluctant to get this, but I leafed through it while I was at the store, and it actually looks really freaking good because, like, I don't know if I'm alone in this, but I saw the trailers for Ruby, right? First of all, I saw Dead Fantasy, and oh my god, Dead Fantasy is so good, and Monty Ohm did Dead Fantasy. So then Monty Ohm does this new thing called Ruby, and all you get was the first trailer for like a year, and I watched the first trailer maybe 20 times. And Ruby was kicking ass, and it was so cool and so unique, and just awesome cutscenes, awesome fighting cutscenes, awesome CGI rendered animation is what I should say. And then we get the other 3 trailers, and those were not bad. They were kind of cool. And then we get the series, and the series sucked as far as I'm concerned. I watched the whole first season, and it was so bad compared to the trailer. I didn't. And maybe it gets better. I don't know. And I'm not shitting on all you guys who like Ruby or whatever. It's your privilege. You can like it if you want to. But I'm hoping that as a manga, it's a little bit more cool. Specifically for Ruby, the voice acting was terrible. And I don't have to hear it when I'm reading the manga. So I got the manga. And there's another one that's like an anthology or something like that. This doesn't have a number. It's just Ruby. But there's another one that is numbered. And I figured I'd get this and see if I like it. And if I like this one, then I'll get the numbered series. Okay, and then we've got, this is After Hours. And I don't know anything about this. I just needed 2 more to buy enough to get more free, and it's musical looking. And so I was like, what the heck? There's a vinyl in the title. And I was like, whatever, we'll give it a shot. Anyway, moving right along, we've got Children of the Whales. Now, talk about dope ass covers. These are some amazing covers, and I'm excited to get to read these. I haven't actually read any of it yet, but I've heard excellent things, and so I'm gonna check that out here as soon as I can. I have heard something about it. I've heard that it is sad as shit. I've heard the beginning of it is super sad. I wanted to get a stack of them so that hopefully I can get past the sad part and get to more of a happy part. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. Great, beautiful ass covers, and I figured now would be a good time to get a little bit more of course, Tokyo Ghoul, and again, Tokyo Ghoul is one that I slept on entirely. Like, I don't know anything about it. I know that's kind of bad, but whatever. Tokyo Ghoul, that's 9. This is 10. So I still don't even have the rest of it, because we ended this series and we're moving into Tokyo Ghoul RE, or RE Tokyo Ghoul, or whatever the hell y'all want to call it. But there's that, so there's 12, and I think there's 14 in the main series, and I think there's 16, I think Nikolai was saying, in the other series. I don't know, I can't remember. But there it all is. That's the VIZ Media manga stash from Barnes & Noble. Buy 2, get 1 free. and I bought it, and I got some for free, and it's a great deal. And I know that you guys can't take advantage of it now, and that's a damn shame, but what else? Barnes & Noble has Manga Mondays. Every Monday, they take like 2 or 3, maybe sometimes even like 6 titles, and they cut the price in half. So that's cool. You can do that. And pay attention, because usually they'll do a buy 2 get 1 free sale halfway through the year, like June, July, and then they'll do a buy 2 get 1 free sale around Christmas time. So you didn't get the one in the summer, pick up the one in the winter, and you too can buy 2 and get 1 free. So there's that. Tell me what you are stoked about reading in the comments below. I am going to read more Astra Lost in Space because as dope as Promised Neverland was, I am honestly more excited about Astra because I like space stuff. And the first one was super good. I mean, the first Promised Neverland was super good. But I'm more captivated by space exploration, and so I'm gonna read that first, and then maybe. Who's to say though? Maybe I'll read Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know. That's it. Thank you all for hanging out, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.